you check the children? You're a little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Sometimes. That is better.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird.
I'm Mercer.
Robert the Wolfman.
Fuego here.
Here to do another trailer reaction roundup. We got a lot of good ones actually to do this week. Only I think about 9 total though, so shouldn't take that long compared to some of our other ones.
Big thanks to CinemaCon for a lot of these.
Yeah, indeed. So let's start off with the A24 movie. No, you know what? I want to start off with the new trailer for Jurassic World Dominion.
All right.
I'm such a sucker for these movies. I gotta watch it.
Same.
I got it.
I have heard that this reveals a lot more of the
I was a
story
bad
that we're
boy,
gonna see
and I did
Really?
see
The world
one
has
of
changed.
these off the list.
I can't believe
Not this one, though.
Son of a bitch.
Not this one, though.
Fucking.
Well, just
I'm
don't
sorry.
tell us and we
It
won't
happened.
know. Give us an honest.
It just happened. I tripped and my dick fell on your wife. It was an accident.
like the M&M.
Yeah, I-
Landed on
I can't help if they start a video with a preview of a movie that I'm playing on the same.
What's it,
that,
Facebook?
that clearly has the budget of a Jurassic World movie that has footage you haven't seen before, and yet
I'm not.
I'm gonna watch it.
This isn't one that I was talking about.
I'm just saying by comparison. All right, here we go.
God, you know, you're being a real Beatrice right now, and you need to bring it back down to a Nancy.
Fair enough. You just better hope I don't push it all the way up to Karen.
Oh, God damn it. Well, I'm going to get the hose.
That's code red right there, man.
All right,
I'm
3,
getting
2,
the hose.
1, go.
I'm not hearing. Okay, now I'm hearing something. I wasn't sure.
Blue had a baby. That's impossible.
Oh.
Hey, girl.
You look just like your mother.
Well, she obviously didn't know that they could self-reproduce.
I promise you, I am gonna get her back.
Genetic power has now been unleashed.
Damn, yo.
Yeah.
Terrible mistake.
Dude,
Long hair.
imagine being a fisherman having to dig around with a motorcycle.
Damn.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, where are you going? Oh, that would be a shitty situation.
This is so dope in the fact that
Oh,
just being
Lord.
everywhere in the world. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
mass madness. I love it.
that's what you get for being on a
That's a
Segway,
dope
you
shot.
dick.
This is what we do now.
I could use your expertise.
You coming or what?
Baby raptor. I made a promise we would bring her home.
You made a promise to a dinosaur.
What?
Damn. Oh.
That was a cool callback. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Sick.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Lord.
Shit.
What is that?
Biggest carnivore the world has ever seen.
Run!
Jesus.
See? Not so bad.
Oh, Lord. That thing is huge.
That was totally a scene out of Dino Crisis.
Okay. Sure.
Love Dino Crisis. Remake it like with the
Dude, okay, out of all the remakes they've been doing with Resident Evil, like they need to do the Dino Crisis 1 and 2 remakes.
Oh yeah,
People have been talking
clamoring
And
for it,
completely redo number 3 to where it's actually
I never played
a
the
chronological
third one. Yeah.
story. But 3 goes from.
All right, well, this is not about the game.
It's dinosaurs related.
He's got a lot.
So, I think this looks awesome. I love these movies. I have a weak spot for all these movies. I even like Jurassic Park 3. So, I definitely am excited for this. These movies speak to the kid inside me for sure still.
Oh yeah. The nostalgia, it's almost tangible. Like you can really feel. It feels like they did it right. I mean, it just kind of hits on all levels. It looks real. The interactions with the dinosaurs and like over here and not on some island, it just looks so cool. I really hope the feel that we're getting here with
that scene.
how awesome it is throughout the movie because I hope this isn't just a highlight reel. That's awesome. Again, they just be eating everybody. It's so cool. It just feels awesome. I really hope the hype is real on this one.
Well, especially too with it now being like the dinosaurs are integrated with society, with us. But no, either like I am beyond stoked for this movie. Again, like echoing off what Cecil was saying, this is speaking right to my inner child. Like huge nostalgia of just growing up watching these movies. I watched the original Jurassic Park so much I still remember I had like nightmares about getting eaten by the T-Rex.
I had nightmares about that opening scene where
Oh yeah, shooter.
Yeah, that gave me
but no,
nightmares.
I can't wait for this movie, and it cannot get here soon enough. Getting the original 3 back.
That's the big thing for me.
I'm so excited.
Actually,
well, because
giving screen time to the legacy
absolutely,
characters as
and
opposed
like this
to just
is
glorified cameo sort of stuff like I've done before.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like granted like it was nice having like Sam Neill back in like the third one and everything. You had a little bit of Laura Dern.
Yep.
Yeah, Laura Dern and everything
Sadler.
for a brief bit, which was nice to see her back, but you can't beat the original trio coming back for this, and this is supposed to be, from what I believe, the kind of final wraparound for this.
It's the end of this.
For this, but they're wanting to branch out into like series and different things.
They absolutely
like that.
should. Like now that this world has been established, there's no reason that they can't do comedies set in this world, dramas set in this world, horror set in this world.
Dude, if they that would be cool too. Like they give us a straight like horror Jurassic Park.
There's no reason why anyone couldn't with all these fearsome man-eaters out there. Like, why not?
Yeah, I like the fact that we're seeing like just about every recognizable species in this, and plus other weirdness, and also the global factor. The fact that we're in the sky, we're seeing snow, we're seeing what looks like Italy or somewhere in Europe right here.
Like
I mean, it feels epic as fuck in scale, man, and yeah, I'm definitely for it.
That's probably some.
I think they're supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be Serbia or something like that.
Maybe,
they're supposed to be in.
Looks awesome.
It's probably not, but it's somewhere over there. It's Europe.
Too.
And we're getting some new characters too.
So wait, this kid wasn't in the last movie, right?
I believe
the girl.
No, the black kid. This guy right here.
I don't believe.
He might just be a scientist.
No, he's he's from Archive 81. Right, that's why he's jumping out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's the main guy in Archive 81.
Oh, okay, but he hasn't been in any of the other. Okay.
No. But he was jumping out at me. I was like, why do I know him?
Okay. Yeah, so adding some new blood. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited for this.
My biggest thing,
Colin Trevorrow coming back to direct. He got a lot of shit for that one movie that kind of just messed up his career.
It really does look good. I mean, it doesn't look CGI. I mean, it really they put a realistic spin on it. Yeah. I don't even know if that's CGI or practical because it's small enough to where they could do like a Jaws thing.
I just love that we're at this point where it's hard to tell.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, that's like the crap thing, but also the nice thing about them like dealing with like the filming during the pandemic is they had that little extra time where between filming they could work on story details and effects details where we get this as a final product.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, that's because this is another one that's been delayed quite a few times as well. So I think they delayed it like a whole year.
All right. Tell us what you think in the comments.
Let us know what you guys think about Jurassic World Dominion.
If you're not excited for this, you're wrong.
Yeah. Next up, let's do another one that might not be fully horror before we get into that stuff. And this one's called The Essex Serpent.
Wow. I read the synopsis and it sounded interesting.
Yeah, I was like, okay, let's give it a try. 3, 2, 1, go.
Anything Apple TV, man.
I don't know, man. I don't like snakes.
Snakes.
Snakes. She was taken for her sins. No, it was an accident.
Oh, cool.
Look after her now.
If it's something like the Essex version of the Loch Ness Monster, I'm down.
A sea creature's been spotted.
Oh.
That's what I'm here to find out.
Oh, Claire Danes, right?
I think that,
Into a mythical beast.
Juliet herself.
Real.
Oh, she looks great.
Yeah, she's holding up well.
Invention. A symptom of the times we live in.
So you're against progress? I'd rather believe in a creature people have actually seen than an invisible god. Is that blasphemy?
We won't get my husband to judge you, no matter how hard you try.
Definitely feels more on the dramatic side of things, but
I don't care.
But I'm intrigued.
What's he
on the
from?
backdrop of a sea monster? Tom Hiddleston? It's Loki.
Trying to find a truth.
It's Loki. Yes.
I couldn't agree more.
I knew it. I just couldn't figure it out.
His face is there.
The horns, man. I couldn't see them.
Brought what here?
I need to forget about Essex. I want you to come back.
Sounds like you're in love with her.
Everyone else is.
I scared them.
You didn't start all this.
We can't control our inner thoughts, but they can influence us.
It was woman that was tempted by the serpent. It was woman that ate the fruit. It's evil.
You let them accuse me. You said nothing.
I'm their pastor.
So you can't be my
Yeah,
friend.
it definitely
and
seems like
man
a
of
romantic
God.
drama set
clearly
with
when
a
I'm
back
around
set of
you.
like
I won't
of
be blamed for
a
your
small town monster.
That's kind of what the terror was.
I think the
First
Essex
season.
Serpent has sunk its
I'm
claws
gonna
into
watch that one.
it.
It's good.
So slow burn, but with a definite like creepy ominousness.
I mean, it's a solid cast, so
If it's a drama with like a serpent killing someone once an episode on the outskirts of everything, I'm fine with that.
Lost.
Yeah.
It's a very king-esque kind of thing.
That the source of light is closest.
But you're a priest, bro. You can't be filmed.
Yeah, it depends on the denomination, but okay, so May 13th, so that's coming pretty soon.
I'm excited.
go.
I think
Being
it
Apple
sounds
TV,
interesting.
it'll be a weekly series.
Yeah, this looks intriguing enough. I really like the set design, how they have everything all set up. I know you're not big on like the period piece type of stuff.
Sometimes I don't care for whatever reason when it's like more rural stories as opposed to city stories from times like that. It doesn't bother me.
See,
as much.
I like stuff like this just because I like how they dressed back then. It's fucking snazzy as shit.
Oh yeah, there's an elegance to the
Oh,
attire.
absolutely.
And plus, like the sets look just delightful, man. A lot of the camera work that's
a lot of
going
beautiful
down.
work, cinematography.
Yeah, beautiful looking.
Well, that
shot's
too.
cool.
Like even with like it being color, there's some nice like light gray hues over the scenes, and it fits nicely. It looks nice.
Yeah, it adds that ominousness to
absolutely, like that right there.
Seeing these marshlands.
Yep. No, I would definitely check this out.
Fuego?
No, I'm about it. I mean, especially because of the fact that there's a religious angle to it, and it's obviously going to be like very prevalent in the storytelling, and lack of faith, and superstition as well. It looks like they're going to be intermingling here, which is cool. This is probably going to be very slow burn, 8 to 10 episodes, which might not be for everybody with that sort of dedication involved, but subplots of romance and forbidden fruit and all these different things. So I don't know. I mean, cast alone and the fact that Apple TV Plus, I try to check out just about everything that they do because it's just so pristinely put together every time. They don't mess around. So,
Andrew, what about you?
It's probably the unpopular opinion, but from a horror aspect, this doesn't do a lot for me. Just like you guys were saying, you maybe see the monster take somebody, and it's just kind of a water scene. You don't see the monster. So from a horror aspect, I don't. There's a lot to be wanted from this, but there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of layers to it as far as man versus woman, creature versus man. There's a lot going on here. Plus the times with the religion and all that stuff that weighs heavily more so than it does modern day. So there's layers to it. I just don't know from a horror aspect if it's really what you're gonna be wanting. So they left a lot to be desired for me, but it does look like well produced. Apple TV, I'm gonna give them credit for this. This does look well shot, well cut.
yeah, they spare no expense with this.
I mean, I want to see a bloody leg or something. I want to see him, accidentally chomp somebody.
They probably wouldn't show it in the promo.
I just
material,
that you want to see just a little bit.
No, this is that type. This is that type of show where the first episode is you're more probably horror centric, just to establish and get people reeled in, and then once you're second and third, that's where it kind of slows down to get more of your world storytelling and your character development, and then it'll pick back up probably around like 5 or 6.
I mean, truth be told, I think if they do a season 2 and you start seeing more of what they're talking about here, and they still build on the stories that they start here, yeah, you could really have a show there with already built storylines that aren't necessarily the monster and then a monster that might bring you, but I don't know. You got to watch the first season. They've clearly done it. So.
Yeah, but with like some of the vibes that they're implying, I think this could be one of those like gateway sort of things for somebody who watches like Downton Abbey and Bridgerton and shit like that. And they're like, I kind of veer into liking creepier things, and so this could be a gateway for that crowd, I guess. But
All right, let's move on to the next one. Let us know what your guys' thoughts are on the Essex Serpent. Let's move on to one called Watcher, just because I don't know much about it.
Oh, this is
I like it.
Elisha Cuthbert?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's do it.
Because this is what I'm thinking of. I've loved her since The Girl Next Door.
Cecil,
You don't speak Romanian.
Oh, cool. Set in Romania.
Oh no, this is the
You don't like?
Girl from It Follows.
No, it's lovely.
Micah Monroe.
Oh, okay.
There's this guy that lives across the street, and he's always looking over here.
Looking over here, how?
Every time I look over there, he's just staring right at me.
Rear window vibes, obviously.
Any reason in particular you're standing in the dark?
Do you feel like coming in for a drink? Yeah. Have you noticed anyone watching you in your apartment? No. This guy has been watching us since we moved in.
Maybe
She's
he's
doing something
staring
a
at the
little different
woman
with her voice,
staring
like
at
her
him.
inflection. It's interesting.
It's so cool.
What's happening?
They found a woman murdered in her apartment.
They're saying the woman had her head cut off.
Jeez.
Jesus. All right.
The man at the movie theater followed me into the supermarket.
Followed you?
How does she know? Playing up the paranoia aspect for sure.
I need to know for myself that he's been following me.
Hire a PI.
Sometimes I just look at people.
Just tell me what you want me to do.
I want you to believe me!
I was sure that you'd seen me.
I heard screaming from in here, okay? Just open the door, please!
Dreaming up an old pretty girl looking back at me. But no one has really noticed before.
I'm like, here it comes, Ray.
He waves back.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andrew's into it. Go ahead, Andrew.
Dude, this is it's a mind f if you will. It doesn't seem like there's a real bad guy. There's a weird dude, but there's no real bad guy in this.
They're
And
really playing up the
it just
ambiguity.
makes your mind play games with you and think. It did it the whole trailer. I figured foreign land, she's gonna get taken advantage of. Now she's already in a safe place. Then a creepy guy over there, so she starts jumping to conclusions. Why don't you believe me? Innocent guy, proved guilty for the wrong crime. This has so many. I don't know. Just got a right feel to it.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
I'm interested, but I'll probably wait and see. Did this say it was a series or a movie?
It's a movie that's going to be on Shudder.
Okay. Oh, it's on Shudder? Yeah, I'll probably give it a try then. Why not? Yeah, it looks interesting enough. It looks like it's well acted, and sometimes these thrillers from across the street, a la Rear Window and whatnot, Disturbia, they can be pretty entertaining. So, yeah, Robert.
I don't know. It just doesn't really do a whole lot for me. Like, if I hear anything good reviews from either one of you guys, like, I'll check it out. But I don't know. And, like, these types of movies never really interest me all that much. Like the
psychological.
Yeah. Well, not even just that, but like the like the stalker movie kind of things. It's just boring. I don't know.
I feel like they're kind of reversing it a little bit, and like the possibility of her paranoia. I mean, first and foremost, being an American in a foreign country, and how you're maybe a little on edge.
Well, it's the
if they don't
presumption
speak
and
English,
everything, yeah,
as their native language. And I mean, I think I've seen just about everything that she's been in, from It Follows to boy, even the crazy limited series with Dane DeHaan that she did, where she had like this stalker Uber driver dude. So yeah, which was she's great in everything. So she's always
she does a lot of stalker movies.
Seemingly, yes. Especially with It Follows. I mean, just
It Follows with an STD ghost.
Yeah, but still, it was like being followed and stalked by something. Right?
Okay,
so,
fair enough. You got me. Touche.
Yeah.
Touche, salesman.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting major Rear Window vibes, like Cecil was saying too. So we'll see how they, as they said in some of those blurbs, they're like a feminist spin on kind of a conventional story we've seen a lot. So
it just feels like put yourself in these shoes. I mean,
that's what I find
dude
scary.
waves back to you in the window. You're calling it. You're going to that window, and you're gonna be like, "Hey, what are you doing? What the fuck's going on?"
Well, I've read stories about like American musicians being over in like foreign-speaking Euro countries in South America and just getting beaten up and robbed. Or
She
having
never
gear
confronts
stolen
him,
and things.
so
I mean,
keeps this mystery alive. And, oh man, I'm about it. I don't know.
All right.
I am too.
Well, sounds like a mostly positive reaction.
Mostly.
So, let us know what you guys think of Watcher.
Interesting.
Let's do. So last time we did a teaser trailer reaction for the upcoming movie by the guy that did Host, called Dashcam, and this is the first full trailer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's give this a look.
It was a very brief taste. The last
Yeah,
time
I forgot we did that.
Indeed. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, I'm Annie Hardy, and you're watching Vancar. Another day in paradise.
Okay.
Hello? Listen, I just need you to take my friend somewhere nearby.
This is Angela. Her and I taking a trip.
Blumhouse is like low-budget horror that'll cost us next time nothing to make.
Right.
Major
So
profits.
much money off
Bring
of
it
it.
up.
Oh. Okay.
I think she just got caught up in that human trafficking thing.
Hello? Hello?
Nice.
Damn, yo. Alright.
She found us! She's here!
Oh,
Whoa!
that was a 12 gauge.
Yeah, big time Blair Witch vibes too. Great.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
Is Twitch the new found footage?
Shit, dude.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that looks
This
intense,
actually looks
man.
really cool.
That looks intense.
Oh.
Damn.
That's a wicked little trailer.
Huh.
No, this looks great, and obviously like, we were all fans of Host when we
Yeah.
first
Host was
watched
terrific.
it.
Yeah.
Like this is basically like Host, but just as a dash cam, obviously, name of the movie.
Amplified for sure, as far as the intensity.
Absolutely, and you
Yeah.
get to like clearly he got more of a budget and everything, but this looks cool because it definitely looks like, oh yeah, you got paid money to fucking smuggle some fucking old lady, and people are coming after you, and you fucked up. No, I'm all about this. Like, I'll definitely be checking this out.
Andrew, your thoughts?
It does feel like the modern day spin on a found footage movie. The Twitch, everybody live streaming everything, everybody wanting to be right in your life. It really does have that real feel to it. I will say it doesn't feel like a regular shot movie. This isn't a regular production with these great amazing shots. This seems like a found footage. I don't want to say low budget because that's not the right thing, but that's a feel. Like more of an independent, smaller cast, smaller crew. But
the first movie he did, Host, is all webcam.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was
Entire
literally like 6 people on a webcam.
Yeah, like a
through the entire
kind
thing,
of thing.
and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
that
phenomenal.
almost makes me want to check it out more because he's got more of a experience of showing less, but still delivering as just as much as a regular movie.
My only issue with these types of movies is just the shaky camera kind of thing.
It's never bothered me.
That has always bothered me with the found
doesn't.
footage movies. For some reason, like it just.
And
It's so realistic, though.
That's a
It
big
is.
That's
but
what happens when
it is,
people
but
walk
it
around
isn't.
and try
But
and
I don't know.
film.
My fucking. It just gives me a headache sometimes.
That's
It
a
does
big
sometimes.
disclaimer.
Yeah.
A lot of people
I'm
do
like, I'm just not
like
about it.
found footage shaky cam. They can't take it, but with this kind of storytelling, some people.
As long as it's done right, and that's
Yeah.
why, like, when we did the review for Host, I had even said that this was a surprising, I enjoyed this a hell of a lot more than I ever thought it would, because I'm not a big fan of the found footage or camera, just camcorder kind of style shooting.
I'm just a little pickier when it comes to them, because it has to have an intriguing enough concept. It doesn't, if it feels generic and uninspiring, I'm just like, you had no money and this is the route you took.
Yeah.
And I like how mysterious it is. We see some cult-like symbols at that one particular point a few seconds ago. So the extent of the craziness they're running into it definitely leaves me intrigued and wanting more. So.
Yeah, so I think that's a successful trailer.
And the villains look legit creepy.
It looks cool, because he definitely looks like he threw some supernatural aspects into it.
Something's going on. There's a lot of blood, there's a lot of discoloration and stuff like that. So there's more of a story than what they're showing here, but just the craziness of it all is, I think, enough to get you to at least want more.
This poor girl is going to have one hell of a night.
Well, and I loved also, remember the one we watched a year or two ago, Spree. Featuring the guy from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
Also from the perspective of the Dashcam.
I liked it, but I didn't love it.
I thought it was excellent.
Yeah, that was effective.
I loved it. So I like these kinds of movies, especially when they're done well, and knowing it's the guy behind Host, which it's on Netflix, right?
Or
Shudder.
Yeah, I believe it's Shudder.
Yeah. Host is on
Shudder. You should really watch it, Andrew. I think
check it out. It's short, dude. It's right around an hour. It's
it's only
it's right before bed. I think I might.
There you go. All right, so that's the trailer for Dashcam. Let's move on to the next one, which is apparently another A24 slasher movie. The second one we're gonna get this year.
You're an A24 guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Well, X came out, and that was A24, and it was phenomenal. I loved it. So.
Well, I feel like they are, hot and cold. Some people like a lot of the stuff they do. Some people are just...
They're an acquired taste in sometimes, in some instances, But
I've liked a lot some of their stuff quite a bit. I believe Black Coat was Black Coat Star?
Yeah, it was.
It was?
I believe so.
That's still my claim to fame.
You'll have to quote me.
All right, so here we go.
He goes,
It's because I just realized something else looking over at the trades over there about doing the comic thing. I'll have to talk to Fuego about afterwards.
Okay.
Wait, what?
It's something I realized we gotta talk about
later,
later, so we'll discuss it later as far as covering those comics. Here we go. Bodies. 3, 2, 1, go.
Is that Pete Davidson?
Pete Davidson, right? I think.
I think he dies in the first 3 minutes.
Who wants to play Bodies? Does anybody have service?
Pretty cool logo graphic.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate the
Is that Mr. Davidson?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I get so stressed out every time we play this. Someone always ends up crying.
So how do you play?
If you draw the piece of paper that has the X on it,
You are the murderer.
everyone else has to avoid being killed.
What is that?
Xanax, do you want one?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Is she
dark
covered in
comedy
blood?
vibe for sure.
Our friend is dead. So if you could just not escalate this situation, that I'm not escalating. You're holding the knife and you're moving your hands while you talk.
That would be so fucking obvious if I were the killer.
David.
More.
You're always gaslighting me. You fucking trigger me.
You are
Oh,
so
God.
toxic. Relax, relax. You're silencing me.
Is that all you got, motherfucker?
Fucking shoot me?
I can't believe you're making this about you.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I got an unpopular take on this.
You know what I mean? I look like I fuck. And that's the vibe I like to put out there.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say it.
I'm not the biggest fan of David.
No, I can't stand him. That's why honestly I want to watch this just to see his character just get brutally killed.
If he gets killed.
Yeah, and that's the same honestly with the rest of these characters. The more that they talk, the more it hurt my head. I'm just like, I just gonna watch this just to see your deaths.
Really?
Well, there was
really.
All right.
There was a film that Cecil and I saw at International Horror Sci-Fi Film Festival a few years ago called Game of Death.
Oh God,
I'm getting kind of vibes of that one, at least a little bit. I don't know.
It looks like it'd be entertaining. I mean, I think I'd have a good time.
It's definitely gonna have a couple good little laughs and everything. Clearly from the trailer, we had some good laughs and everything. But man, I see myself just rolling my eyes right out of my fucking head.
You're gonna hate me for saying the next thing I'm about to say.
Well, go ahead.
This has Scream vibes to it, man. This has like tongue in cheek, but very well done.
It's teen horror.
And yeah.
That's literally what it is.
It seems like it's done well. They don't show a lot of the bad guy, the killer, this and that. They just show you them being idiots. So that's
the
why I
vibes
feel like
it's
the
given
vibe.
me is the vibes of what's that one slasher that James Franco is in? He plays the dreadlock dude with the grill. Spring Breakers.
Oh,
it gives me Spring Breakers vibes, and Spring Breakers was awesome.
I'm trying to remember. That was an A24
See, I avoided that
as well.
like
I can't remember.
It was really, really good. So
was it a serial killer movie?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Man,
I mean, it got there.
People were dying when they were on spring break. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken.
People die all the time.
But what I'm saying is it gives vibes where it seems like it's going to be a typical teen slasher, but it elevates itself. It's funny and entertaining.
Yeah.
Call me crazy, but The Babysitter maybe is a good reference to this. Like it's something
I
that
don't feel like it's that slapsticky.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
But
they
not
show
far
a lot
off.
of
Not far off.
slapstick.
Yeah, this is definitely that thriller comedy kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like dark
mystery.
comedy for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But leaning more so into the
If
dark.
you're avoiding
especially
comedy
I really
at
like
all
that.
costs, don't
the
get this
A24 logo they did right there. Oh sure.
All right, so let's move on from bodies.
I got some general positive review.
Yeah, fair enough. You know, 60-40.
Looks solid.
A24.
So just a few left. Let's. I want to save the black phone. There's only a few more before that. So there's a new trailer for one called Flux Gourmet. We saw the teaser for it not long ago, but this is the first full trailer.
Where do I know that guy from?
He looks like the vocalist from MGMT, man, or he's doing his best Robert Smith impression, like with that hair.
About to break out and Cure.
3, 2, 1, go.
I like making noises. In what way?
I remember the teaser.
I was gonna say, yeah, we did. Okay, we did do a teaser.
Promising first concert. Wonderful.
This looks even more weird and artsy than the original one. Is this another A24?
I don't think it is, but some of those other movies they just listed were
like this
in fabric was.
Interculinary disciplines.
Stupid sound artist.
Tarth?
Flatulence.
Oh,
yes.
It might be. Gwendolyn Christie, I think is her name. I don't know. I have to take a closer look. Is she super tall?
Breath.
I was about to say.
Am I going to die? Name me a living thing that isn't.
What is he doing?
Good response.
1,000 hands.
No style to spare.
This
man.
does feel super.
I could replace them.
Way too
up its own
artsy.
ass. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That's probably a bit reductive, but
What's what sort
it's just the vibe I'm
pretentious?
getting. Yeah, that's the word.
Damn.
That's the nicer term for what I said.
No, they literally are walking. These type of people are literally walking around all day with their heads up their ass, just breathing their own
And with
farts.
that, they need to go further into oblivion.
The issue with movies like this to me is that they don't focus on the horror enough to capture my attention.
Wait till I write my memoirs.
You write those memoirs.
I will.
Gwendolyn Christie.
I'm generally confused.
Cooking and performing is a hazard.
It's weird food art
Happens all the
play.
time, this kind of thing.
Wow.
I'm not.
Yeah, this one's not for me.
No, I'm not about this. I'm gonna skip it like hopscotch.
Say your name and why you're not gonna.
Let's see if history tracks for you. Will be the only one that's into this.
I'm not that into this.
Okay.
You know, this is a little too overly done, pretentious for my taste. It's obviously exploration of experimental art of all kinds, from the culinary to the sonic to, but it
just wasting food.
If it's a bit much for even me, and I don't know, it's something that I would need some psychedelic assistance. You know.
I don't know,
endure,
man. I think this would ruin my trip.
I don't know. I felt like there was a
Like, that's
foundation that
gross,
they were building
dude.
on,
Like,
and it just fell apart.
Yeah.
They got to the second act and things just started teetering.
They're going for an onslaught of the senses. I mean, hey, it's very impressively put together.
Like sensory overload. That's what you just said.
Yeah. It's experimental filmmaking.
Yeah, but
sure.
but it's not always good to have. Like, it depends on your sensory overload, because you could overload it with just a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
And this looks, especially the food play. It's just gross.
Yeah,
I'm like, I can't get like, and it's again going back to what I was saying earlier. It's that food sound art crap, and just get your heads out of your ass.
All right, so that's it for Flux
All right, Red
Gourmet.
Foreman, tell us what else we need to know.
Just saying.
So the next thing we're going to look at is something that's probably the lowest budget of what we have, but it did look interesting enough to at least check out. So let's take a look at The Prey, Legend of Carnoctis. 3, 2, 1, go.
Quite a name.
I swear to God, if it's mixed with an octopus, I'm gonna be pissed.
I love drone.
Cool shot.
Is that
Danny Trejo?
Well, like Danny Trejo, but Adrian Curry, or not Adrian Curry? Fucking Adrian, what's his nuts from Highlander, the TV series.
Oh boy,
Wow.
the fake bullets.
Wow,
There's
those
a
are
lot of people
garbage.
switching to the fake bullets after that accident on that movie with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, but Alec Baldwin's an idiot.
I thought you said they were gonna surrender. I said they'd likely surrender. No, they're definitely not. My bad.
My bad.
So what's this about?
So now we get the horror element, right? Maybe.
They're locked in a cave.
Guys.
There's a monster down
Okay.
here.
Nice.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on.
So
We found the footprint of some kind of animal.
No, whatever it is.
Hey.
Oh, that's dude from Underworld.
Yep, I can tell right by his voice. He was also in Congo for a brief minute.
See, there was some demon or beast that dwelt inside.
His voice is
Something the
dope,
locals
dude.
call this.
Okay. Now they're getting my attention.
Hey, if you put your budget at the creatures, then I'm okay.
We don't need feet bullets.
As long as you write a solid enough story to where your actors can properly act off of it, and you have a solid monster, I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy. Ooh, what are you? What are you? Some?
Okay. Might get some gore.
Alright.
The prey.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
It almost looks like it's like a spider monkey thing.
Assalamu alaikum, motherfucker.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, what a line.
Jesus Christ.
This looks silly.
Pure cheesy.
I mean,
yeah, this is like early 2000s Sci-Fi Channel. Like that guy. Like I swear to God, I'm pretty sure he was he played one of the McClouds in the Highlanders.
Oh yeah, I forgot what his last name is though.
Yeah, so
it's like Adrian Paul. Yeah, so I'm like Adrian right. I was right on that.
No, yeah, this looks. I mean, this part looks silly, but once you get to the actual horror stuff in the cave, that looks way more engaging. So
lots of recognizable good players. If the creature's cool and we get some good gore, like I'll give this
I wouldn't
a shot.
pay to rent it on VOD, but I'd watch it on.
No.
You know.
Well,
Well,
exactly.
Well,
like I said, like this is one of those feels of like of the early 2000s, like late 90s Sci-Fi Channel when they were producing their own movies and they were putting more of the effort into it than what they are now.
Yeah, or it was like Super Cobra versus Mega Croc.
Yeah, like, hell, even like Python and everything like that.
Yeah.
That was started on Sci-Fi or aired on Sci-Fi originally.
Yeah.
Crappy graphics, but it was a pretty good story.
Andrew?
It seemed like they wanted to do a horror story and they kind of had to add the budget war, first part, kind of, because it does seem like they do the horror parts very well, the suspense parts very well, but they had to do a war theme, so they had to do a bunch of stuff before that. So it's got high-end, low-budget vibes to it, and the story does, I mean, that monster does have something to it. So if there's a lore to it, if they explain some stuff, and there's some stories passed, you know, between characters, whatever, they could do something. But
I don't really see them do it. I don't think it's going to go any much farther than dude from Underworld kind of explaining, and then they come across like a couple hieroglyphs or some shit like that.
They hinted there's some locals that say they won't go in there, so I'm wondering if maybe they re-talk to them and find out it's a blah 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 blah, and they go back in, try and kill it or whatever. But there's enough there to maybe want to watch it, but like you said, 2B, something like that might be a throw-in.
I like the actors enough, anyways. Like for what I've seen them in, like even him. What was it? I don't know. He played one of the bounty hunters in the second Riddick movie.
Fuego?
Well, I mean, yeah, like I said, lots of familiar faces and big players. Like you're like, yeah, that's that one guy who was in that one movie
exactly,
I saw, you know, years ago or whatever. I'm just expecting we're going to have an opening battle that's going to take place in the first maybe 15-20 minutes of the movie, and then we get to cave and spend about like 45 minutes there, and it'll be like right around that 75-80 minute range, and you know, it's cheesy fun. I'm into it enough. I'd give the red box $2 for it, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. And from right here, especially once they get into the cave, I don't think Trejo's getting out of this firefight.
No, he's barely in the movie, man. He's probably there on set for one day.
Yeah, he was just for that, and then
just so they have a more recognizable face, you know, for their marketing.
Yep.
All right, so that leads us to the last trailer, which is the newest trailer for The Black Phone, which is finally coming out after also being delayed, right, Fuego?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
It's not creepy at all.
You're kidnapping.
Tell me your name.
Taylor.
I was really starting to like you. Finny. I almost let you go.
Scott Harris.
Don't hang up.
Who are you?
You know all our names? It doesn't work. Hang it up.
I like his different
masks.
Yeah.
Man, Ethan Hawke's on a fucking tear right now.
Yeah, he had a little hiatus there where he was kind of quiet on some stuff. Was it after Sinister?
Have you seen this boy?
My brother, he was taken.
Finally have a black balloons.
So this is the expansion from the short story.
I was just about to say, like, I was just about to ask you that. Make sure that this was a short story, not a full.
I had a dream about it. Please let the dreams be real.
Total Georgie throwback.
How?
There's a combination lock.
What's the combination?
Shit.
Much time. You're gonna use a weapon.
Wow.
You are special, Vinny.
Please hurry.
Ooh, the creepiest damn thing.
And Derek,
This looks
awesome.
Dude, this looks so good.
That
And
looks so solid.
I am so excited to see Ethan Hawke in this role because like, very seldom does he play a bad guy. But man,
in Moon Knight, he's playing a bad guy.
Is he? Well, I haven't watched Moon Knight yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either.
But I've always been a fan of Ethan Hawke. No matter what roles he's playing, especially in like for Daybreakers, things like that. Like he was great in that. But this being an expansion off a short story, I'm definitely excited to watch this. What was it? Yeah. So this was actually that trailer that I did end up watching. No, sadly, but
Andrew, your thoughts?
Man, grew up in the Midwest, so John Wayne Gacy's a real figure out there, and holy shit, This just has so many vibes of like kids in a crawl space, sort of just that nasty, gritty killer base to it, and then you add the paranormal aspect with the kid being able to connect with all the past, I'm assuming victims or whatever. Like, wow, like this trailer's hit me hard.
I really like
It's
those
crazy.
masks though.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then-
Tom Savini did all these masks.
did he? No shit.
These men, yeah, this guy is a real fucking creepy.
It kind of
man,
reminds
dude.
me of
Twisty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great. Looks awesome.
Fuego?
Yeah, it's interesting because like when I first read the short story that was in Joe Hill's 20th Century Ghosts was the anthology collection, I wasn't that impressed. I felt like the approach was slightly generic and stuff, and very simple in its approach of kidnap kid and starts getting calls from the previous victims of this killer, but Derrickson is bringing like a very unique vision to this, and I feel like he's legit elevating the source material, and just from a visual standpoint, at least, like this looks badass, man.
Well, and that's what we've all said before. It's the nice thing about short stories being adapted versus novels, because you can expand so much on the universe. It'd take even like Antlers for that being a short story and then developed into the movie. And I mean, unlike with a novel, like you're not gonna like piss off people with what you're omitting most of the time or altering.
Yeah. Abracadabra.
Was there a phone number at the very end? I'm assuming you can call and there's some sort of marketing thing going down. I'm gonna have to do
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for our reactions to today's trailers. Thank you guys very much for watching. Let us know what your thoughts are on them in the comments down below. Thank you very much to all of our patrons for supporting the channel the way that you do. We greatly appreciate it. Until next time, though, I've been Cecil Laird.
I am Andrew Mercer.
Robert the Wolfman.
Gracias, I mean, Fuego.
And remember,
stay scared.